So I managed to get him into the car, carrying on from the other video. I managed to get him into the car, and we start going up the hospital, and he kept saying to me on the way up there, no, I'm not going. The medication's not doing any good. All what's the point? I said, well, the point is, you're in serious trouble, Mick. You have to get some kind of, whether they change your medication or whatever happens. So I'm driving down the road, on a fairly main road, going to the hospital. I started to slow down for some traffic lights. The next minute he's trying to jump out of the car. No, I'm not going. I managed to pull over and get his seatbelt back on and get to the hospital. So I get outside the hospital, and he said, no, I'm not going in there. Outside the emergency ward. I'm not going in there. I said, Mick, you have to. You've got to get help. No, I'm not going in, So anyway, he wouldn't get out of the car. So I got wild. Well, I probably shouldn't have, but I got pretty wild with him. And I just said, oh, well, you want to help yourself, or how much I can do about it. Or something. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was pretty wild. So we go back home and go inside, lock the doors up again, and just sat with him on the couch, just talking to him, just trying to calm him down. We managed to get him calmed down again. Got him to bed, and again in the morning he wasn't too bad, and it was about 2 days later, I think, the same sort of things, but not as bad as the day before, but still saying, they're coming to get us, they're going to kill everybody, I've got to get out of here, you've got to take me out the bush, I've got to get away. A couple of days later, I actually managed to get him to hospital. I got him in there, told him exactly what was going on. I think my wife rang A ward, that's the mental health ward, and just said that Michael was having another episode. They just said, get him straight up here. So that time I managed to get him up there. We get him into hospital, and he's in there for, I think, maybe a 3-week episode, I think, this time. He was in there for quite a while because they were really concerned about him, because he was having these illusions, these psychotic episodes, really bad. And they managed to, I think they upped his antipsychotic, and they took off his antidepressants, I think, at that time. It took a fair bit to calm him down, but he seemed like, it's a nice secure place, A ward. You can't get in or out unless you've got a code or a buzzer, so everybody that's in there feels safe, and the people, the nurses, are absolutely beautiful people. And like I said, I think I've mentioned in other videos, they all knew Michael. They knew Michael was no problem. He wasn't aggro or anything, he just did what he was told, and just stayed there till they thought he was okay. That time I think they let him out, he could come out at the weekends or he could come out during the day, but he'd have to go back there at night. And I'd pick him up, or his mum would pick him up, and he'd have to come down to the workshop, he'd go home with mum, and it worked out not too bad. And they just kept an eye level on his medication, and made sure that he wasn't having psychotic episodes. So we got him back home after about 3 weeks, I think, and he was only on antipsychotics then, I think, because each time I used to mention about these depression, that's making him feel depressed. Oh no, well, psychotic, and he's having psychotic. I said, well, does he really need to take the antidepressants? He's not really depressed. He just has these psychotic episodes. So that's around about the time they classed him as being schizophrenic. So I started to read up about schizophrenia and bipolar and psychotic episodes and everything else. And I read a lot about psychiatry and what psychiatrists have to go through to become a psychiatrist. Like, they're not just normal GPs; they're actually specialised people. And I haven't really met a bad one. You know, they're pretty caring people. Try to do the right thing. They're not just there to push drugs. Okay, phone's going. I have to get this. Okay, we'll make episode 5 shortly.